Welcome back. This is going to be the last lecture for this profile design. But quickly before we proceed, we'd like to touch some few things in the last lecture, which is the contact section. So the contact section here, the get in touch, supposed to be the title text, and we're supposed to give it the same size with this. So this is 64 black, so quickly update that to 64 and here to black. Then we move it up a bit and make sure it aligns properly with the form. Similarly, this text here have to move up a bit as well, and also this one has to go up. So this and this frame here and this text should be in the same alignment, so you can bring it down a bit. Control Z. Alright, so I think that's the few things we need to touch for this contact section here. Alright, now let's start. Take your frame of the same dimension, 500 in height and 1070 in width. Alright, so this is going to be the footer. This footer will contain some information like, the quick links, few text decision, and the back to top here. Then we're going to have a small subsection of the footer that will contain the copyright text and all of that. So let's select the frame and turn on the grid. That is going to be the 6-column count here. Then by the right side, left side, we will start typing in our contact form text. Right. So here we're going to have the title text. So quickly let's copy from this. Before we copy, make sure you ungroup them so that the group listing will not be showing in the next frame. Right. So right click and ungroup them first. So now copy the get in touch, Alt key, then you drag and bring it here. So here is going to be, let's build something together. Let's build something great together. Alright, now this text, we're going to break it, and also you're not going to contain all the 6 columns. So this text will maintain the first 2 columns. So that means it's not going to be as big as it is. So let's see 32. And in that 32, it's still going to be exceeding the first 2 columns, right? So now we'll take it down to 24. So 24 is better because 24 will enable us to break it like this, and it will maintain within the 2 columns. So we leave it here like that. Then we're going to create another subtitle text here. So the subtitle text should have something like, connect with whom. For projects, collaboration, or inquiries. And we can say stay inspired. And this text is also going to maintain within the first 2 columns. And we're going to change this to 20, and is going to be the body text, which is going to be the enter, and going to be medium. All right, so we break it in such a way that it doesn't exceed the 2-column width. All right, so this stay connected here. We're also going to break it. Just click enter and break it. Then select the text and go and update to the body color. That is going to be this one, right? Okay, so I think that's complete now. Then all right, so let's select the footer and remove the color so that we can see clearly what we are doing. So we'll have something like this, right? So the next part is going to be the next 2 columns, which is going to be our quick links. So quickly, we're going to duplicate this title text here and bring it here and say quick links. Now these quick links, we are not going to start creating it from afresh again. We're going to use our components, that is the text we created for our menu text. We're going to use them here for the quick links, right? So the quick links, we also keep it here at the beginning of this first, that is the 3rd column. And the font color is going to change, it's going to change to our hero text color, this, right? So now let's go back to our components and drag in all the text into this frame. Sorry. So now we'll go to our asset and drag in all the menu text here to serve as our quick links. So here we have our menu text. We have the about. We bring the about here. We have to follow it accordingly. We have the expertise, experience. So the contact, right? Contact. One is still missing. Let's quickly check that from our menu frame. Then projects. So we have projects. Look for projects and also bring it there. Project, and this it, and project will come toward that. So this one can select them together and maintain left alignment for each and every one of them. Then you can distribute their vertical spacing and leave it as static. You can route them together. So this will stand in the quick links side, and this align them to the left and also maintain 20 spacing. Alright, so we are done with the quick link side. Then the next part is going to be the contact section that will have some text description. So the contact section will also take let's use the remaining 3 columns for the contact section. So quickly, we'll also duplicate this header to this and say contact, right? So in this contact section here, we're going to include the emails, the phone numbers, address, and all that. Okay, so we're going to start. So let's duplicate this and start with email. So let's just write random email, my dear. So contact at my dear .tech. So we have this, and I'm going to remove this from that to 20 and from black to medium as well. So we'll take it like this, and what you're going to do now, let's see, supposed to be in the last column. It's better. So now let's go and get our icon for our post form icons. So we get contact. So that is going to be the envelope. We didn't see that. So let's type email. So make use of this and align it to the left side of the text. So it's to bring it here and change the field to hero text field color. So select the two and distribute their horizontal spacing, align them properly, and group them together. Alt key, drag down, then this time is going to be the address. So change this icon to address. So address. So we're not saying that. Let's type for location. So use a location symbol. You click this and add it to the frame. Click added. So this one is going to go. Then this location symbol will now bring it to this left side of it, and also update the field to our hero text field. Now select the two of them, distribute their vertical horizontal spacing, and also align them properly, and group them together as well. So here, before we group them, we update the address. So just randomly type your address. So it says just random address. Okay, I saw that. The next one is going to be the phone number. So also duplicate that here and search for phone. Now we can use this icon as well. So bring it here and also update the color to this. Alright, so here we'll update the phone number to random phone number or your personal phone number that I think will be there. Alright, so the next one is going to be our social media icon. Now this social media icon, you as a developer or a designer, you don't just go and put social media icons that are not relevant. Put social media icons that the recruiter can see your work. The works you're doing can be your YouTube channel, your LinkedIn, your TikTok, your Instagram, any platform you are using to promote your own profession. These are the social media that is relevant here. Don't go and put your personal social media that doesn't have a form of your work description and all that. So here we start with the LinkedIn. We need the LinkedIn supposed to be there. The recruiter need to see that. Okay. So add this as part of our social media icon. So this is going to be down here. Alright, so you update the color to our. So we need Instagram. So we add this to add, and also update the field to that. We also need TikTok. Or add that and update the color. We need YouTube. So we also add it and update the color as well. Alright, so we're going to select the file together and now distribute their horizontal spacing, and need the horizontal spacing to 15. Alright, so this is okay. Align them properly and group them together. So for your layer panel here, then go back and rename this group as social media. Right, so now we're done. One more thing, we're going to select this and make sure we keep consistency throughout. So make sure I align them, and the spacing between them, we're going to make it 5. So it's going to be 5 throughout across all icons and text. So the same thing, select this one, and the spacing to 5. Then you group them together, select that envelope and the contact, also spacing to 5, and also group them together. So now we are done with all that. So the next thing we're going to ungroup this, please. I don't know why it's group itself. So now we're going to select all of them together and distribute their horizontal spacing. So make sure you align them to the left first so that they can be left aligned, and distribute their horizontal vertical spacing, and the spacing we are maintaining 30. Alright, so now you can group them, and we name this group as contact. Alright, so that's okay. So select the contact header and this, and also align them to the left, and their spacing you maintain it to 20. That's okay. Similarly you do here the same thing. Select this group, maintain the spacing to 20, and align them to the left. So I think that is sorted. Here the same thing, and align them to the left. Now this staying inspired is a bit inside, so bring it back like this. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to create the last part, which is going to be the a copyright text and all that, which is going to be in this the last footer. So we're going to select a line and create a line within the columns here, straight line within the columns, and the line should just be 1 pixel outside, and the fill to our global color, this. Alright, you can use alignment tool to align it properly. Then we'll now add our copyright tags and other things. Okay, so here we go to our plugins again, first for icons, and we search for copyright. So we're going to make use of it, and bring it somewhere around there. So bring it somewhere around here. Then we update the field back to our hero text column. Then we can now write our text. Select your text and write your name. So 2025, excuse me. So remember, this text is going to be our body text, and the color will be a body text color as well. So you go there and also update that to our body text column. So select the two and the spacing to 5, align them properly, and also group them together. Alright, so here we're gonna have another text that says alright, result. Okay, so it's this particular icon I'm looking for. You see, so you click use of this slash. Now we take this and also bring it somewhere around there. Select the tool, and excuse me, this copyrights, and this supposed to be group. Ctrl G to group them, please. And now select that and the second group, align this properly, and also change the text field of the second one to our body text color. So that's better now. And the right side of it, you can put other things you want and all that. Or if you don't have, you just leave it as it is. So this is it. Now this color here, I would like us to reduce the opacity to just 50%. All right. So this way everything here is balanced. Okay. So if you zoom out, we should have this. Then finally, the footer text, the footer is going to have the background fill of our card fill. So we're going to give it background fill, put our libraries and select the card fill. So this is going to be the background fill for the footer. So that this will blend with our navigation bar. So we're done with the footer. Now, before we conclude, there is two more things to do. That is the back to top, and I think there's another section we need to touch. So quickly, let's do our back to top. So we're going to select our frame and have a frame of dimension of 90. Let's make it 100 by 100 and give it corner radius of 50. All right. So give corner radius of 50 to have a perfect cycle. So we can bring it somewhere around there. So I think it's still big. All right, let's take our scale to scale it down a bit. So fine. So this is okay. So inside here, we're going to insert the back to top arrow. So we'll go to our first row icon and search for arrow. And here we'll make use of let's search. This one already have border, I will not use that. So we'll make use of this into the frame. So you drag it and put it in the frame and make sure you center the line. So you can use a scale tool to scale it also and make sure you center the line with respect to the frame. So the color, we're also going to update that to our global color, which is going to be this. All right, and the background, we change it to our card background. So card background, this. If you put that, it will blend. So let's instead use our main background fill. Then we can give it a border, a stroke border of our second global color. That is going to be the stroke color. I'm going with this one until this is better. All right, so we're done with the footer. So before we put the footer inside, now let's go back to this one. Let's align it to the center of the last strip. Okay, so now let's go back to this section. There's one more thing to touch here in this about me section here. So quickly we're going to turn off the grid so that we'll see clearly. Here we zoom in, we needed to add detail about yourself here. So you have to add detail about yourself. Okay, here it's supposed to be, let's say I am my level thing, web designer, and developer. All right, so now you put I bring. So here you can put comma there. All right, so now you have this to be here. Then in this text is balanced like that. So here we'll take it up a bit and make your full stop here. Full stop. So in the before the area of expert is here, let's take it up. Here we're going to duplicate this and have a small header here as well. So we're gonna have header here that will say areas of expertise. So we should have something like this before the description of all the areas of expertise. And I think this way is better now. So here in your area of expertise, we can list things you are good at, just like what I said before. You do web development, front end, back end, everything you do, just make sure you put it in detail under your area of expertise. So quickly, we're going to also touch this button. This button doesn't have an over effect, so we'll take it out and also create components with it. So we're going to create components. It already has component, but the variant properties is not working. So what you're going to do here, let's create component with it and add the variant properties so to that. So in the variant state now, that is where we'll have the hover state, and the hover state should have different color on a global color. So we're going to update that to the hover state color, and also update the text to black. Okay, so now we can create the interaction. Go to a prototype and add interaction, and that is going to be the hover. So that's done. So we can cut this and put it into a component page. So paste it here and align it. So when you go back to your design page now, you just go to your assets and drag in the button into the section. So here we're looking at the button we just created, which is where is it? Request CV or download CV. You can choose anyone you want. So you keep it there. So now you're going to select all of them and make sure they are left aligned. Come back to the design panel and also distribute their vertical spacing. Okay, so the vertical spacing remain 20 and I think it's okay. All right, so we're done with that part. That's the part we wanted to modify.